Alright, folks, we have a ship. And I've already got a intercept course laid in because I had a previous take that didn't go so well. Basically, it resulted in me blathering on like an idiot. And you know how I have a way with words at times. So that's never seen the light of day, but hopefully we can get into position to attack this. It's supposedly a radio contact, but we don't have a real... That's the task force. That's a task force from some time ago, actually. It's not even on the map anymore. Well out of our range. This, though... This is in our range. So let's just kind of creep along here. We actually should be... Oh. Gotta be careful with that. There we go. Oh! It seems that they're a little bit more northerly. But we should be able to hit them. There's a radio message, but I don't care about that right now. Oh. Well, well. T for two, two for T, two for me. Oh, the mic's facing away from me. Hello. Hello. Oh boy. I am a professional. It's not dark out. And the waves we can already see. Let's actually put the scope up just for yucks. Check our loadout here too while we're at it. We have the tools for the job. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. These are terrible conditions. Really not a whole lot we can do about that, though, is there? Let's try to get a little bit ahead of these guys. Maybe wait until it gets a little darker. How about that? Yeah, why don't we go on this course here? Oh, they're heading more north than just straight west. So that was an ill-advised decision there. Let's go this way. Give them a little bit of a cushion. So we'll say something like that. I'm just going to wait for the night lights to come on. There we go. Enemy large convoy, course west. Oh, they're too far away. We've already got friends here anyways. That's not the very margins of where I would attempt a pursuit. Yeah, we've got these two here though, so we should be fine. Let's put the scope up. It's a little bit darker, but yeah, I was going to say it's probably not pitch black out or anything like that. It's pitch black under the water, though. Oh my god. I'm not a huge fan of this, this situation. Because... well, we're outrunning them at 10 knots, so that gives us an idea of their speed. I'm going to say it's 8. Maybe 9. Who knows? But, yeah, let's go ahead and slow down. We're not going to be able to see them for a little bit. Indeed, let's go 1 knot. Nope, let's go ahead slow. Disregard. Just gonna wait for them to get into range, possibly. Okay, that's probably plenty close. Let's take a look. Get the book out. Where's the nearest ship? Where is it? 298. This does not bode well. The fact that we can't see them, that's no ship there. The fact that we can't see them... Oh, wait, yeah. It just didn't zoom in. Oldest trick in the book. Alright, not getting a very good look at them. That one in the back, no idea what it is. That is a large cargo, and not really particularly large. They're a respectable amount of tonnage, but I will shoot at it for sure. So yeah. Let's find it. Did I already go past it? What's the deal? That's it. I can always tell a large cargo, usually. Well, not always, usually. Because it just is the way it carries itself. It just looks fat. And speaking as a fat man, I can say that. I basically look like this when I go swimming, so... Yeah, that looks about right. Let's just double check the masts. Yes, I like it. Now you... are invisible to me. It's like you don't even exist. I'm tempted to call it a large cargo. But I'm not getting a very good look at it at all. Nope. As soon as I look away, I get a good look at it. Should we come up in depth? I would think not. I don't think that's a very good idea. I'm going to let these guys get a little bit closer just so I can make a better identification. I will also slow down. Okay, we got to start working at this more seriously now. I don't want 0 knots, I want 1 knot. A knot. That's really close now. You know what that is? I can tell now. It's a medium cargo. It's not a Liberty cargo because they have stumpy things on the top of their masts. This is a medium cargo. Okay. I am not a fan of these conditions, incidentally. What are you gonna do, you know? You just can't win sometimes. He's actually pretty steep. He's something like that. Backing up might be prudent. But we're gonna have to... Boy, I'm not a fan of this attack at all. But I will back up. Part of the issue with waves like this is, first of all, getting the solution is extremely difficult, but then also the torpedoes themselves will not work very well when there's a lot of waves. The magnetic pistols don't turn. I just saw the thing scrolling up here. The magnetic pistols hate this shit. Could send them to impact, I guess. You can have other malfunctions too with the depth keeping and stuff, though. Oh, God. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's come up in depth a tiny bit, maybe. Okay, yeah, we gotta get going here. Let's do this. Put in 8 knots, too, for the speed, just manually. Yeah, they're extremely close now. Speed 8. Okay, moving on. Player 2. Oh my god, he's taking up most of the screen here. He's about equal. Oh, this is a little bit crappy. Alright, I don't know how this is going to go at all. These are extremely close targets, though. That steam-powered torpedo looks pretty good. Uh-oh. No, it doesn't. Not anymore! And you've got to think that they heard that. Meanwhile, our other torpedo is overdue because it missed. All 4 missed. And that is because of the conditions. I'm 95% sure. The detonators don't work. And they will run under. Fuck! We just wasted 4 torpedoes. That's karma. We got greedy in the last encounter that we had with ships. That's humiliating. We can't use those 2, obviously. Tell my men to reload the tubes, but not really because I'm sad. That was a ill-advised attack to make. Well, lesson learned. Don't ever do that. If those waves are rocking, don't go a-knocking. That's just... don't do it. I'm positive those would have been hits. The steam shot looked really good. The previous shots looked great too. I've got to think that that's what happened. If for no other reason than for my own sanity. I'm just gonna have to let these guys go. That's fucked up, and I'm dumb. Basically. Okay. Fine. We'll just have to put that behind us and try to hunt a little bit more intelligently. We're not probably going to be able to get into position for the convoy. I think I need a little bit of a break from convoys anyways. God damn it. Alright. Just have to take that for the lesson that it is. And like I said, never do that again. But we will continue to hunt in this area and hope to come across some delectable targets under better conditions. You know what? Frankly, I cannot believe that the words, "I think I need a little break from convoys," escaped my regrettable lips. But here we are. We actually have pursued the convoy that was just too far away to chase. No, it is not too far away to chase. I have chased it. Regrettable. So I'm going to actually draw a new line because that's more accurate. Just by a slim margin, but it is. I'm going to adjust our course too because he's actually, or they, are a little bit further along the line than I was expecting. Now we do still have terrible conditions out, which isn't good. We've got a lot of these things happening here, which is not good. I think we will still run into the problem of our torpedoes. Oh, speaking of torpedoes. Whoops-a-daisy. That would have been moderately embarrassing. Yeah, Fezzy, go ahead and Lead the men to torpedo-related success. Because I certainly am not the guy to do that. Let's see, who else can I throw in here? Erroneous. Mr. Crazy Man, get in the torpedo room. Go crazy. Alright, so I've got 2 Type 3s loading up and a Type 2 fat, or 3 fat 2, and then a Type 1 fat 1. So we'll load those up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them, though. In part because it is pretty light out. But these waves, they're going to fuck with our depth keeping. It's not going to matter which type of pistol we use. If we use an impact pistol, obviously if it runs too low, it's not going to do anything. If we use a magnetic, the interference from the waves and also the extreme depth that the torpedoes will be running at will cause them probably to fail. They will run so deep that they won't actually detect the magnetic field of the ship. I don't know. This might be a situation where we have to follow them for a while. Oh, that's awful. Forget it. I'm not even going to risk the approach, come to think of it. This is just as bad as those when we ran into those other 2 ships. That hurts. That hurts to have to make that decision. We need to get you guys out of here, though, meanwhile. God. I don't think that there's really any other solution for this. I think we're just going to have to... What is going on? Get out. There. I think we're just going to have to follow along here for a little bit. And wait maybe at least until nightfall. Because that'll be a good time to make an attack anyways. And if the conditions have improved, I'll gladly attack. But we won't be able to hit anything, I don't think. Because these waves are just about the same. So... Okay. We will proceed surfaced for a little bit and try to... Yeah, we'll have to wait until the weather improves, wait until nightfall, and try to make an attack then. Okay, we've got the convoy coming in again. It's at night, which is what I wanted. But I'm going to look at the surface, because I don't think the conditions have changed very much. Come on. If they haven't changed, I'm not gonna attack, because it's just... The torpedoes are not going to work. It's indeterminate, right? Oh, no. No, that's wavy. That's too much. Forget about it. Can't do it. We're going to have to get out of the area here and keep tracking them, I guess, until conditions improve. This is a little bit frustrating, but... We've got them where we want them, but we can't hit them. Good grief. Oh well. We'll keep trying to follow them, and we'll attack them, hopefully when conditions improve. Hey, game. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for this. This bounty of convoys that you are serving unto me whilst I cannot hunt them. This is a different convoy. I went to the north from our previous convoy, and there's another one here. And it does appear to be heading west. And I still cannot hunt them. Because it is still totally crappy out, and we will not hit anything. Wonderful. So I have to keep creeping along here. Oh, and in other news, there's a task force over here heading west-northwest. Hopefully we don't run into them. But I have to avoid this convoy now, too, so I better get diving, I guess. Fortunately, I had a little bit of time to run the snorkel, so we've got some fresh air on the boat, and we have a little bit more battery power, but we've been forced underwater quite a lot in this part of the ocean, just because there's so much traffic through here, and there's a lot of planes. That is aggravating. We can't hunt them. I guess I do need a little bit of a break from hunting convoys because I can't do it in these conditions. What I need is a break in the weather. So hopefully that'll happen. But it's kind of good to know that we've got 2 convoys to choose from now. But in any case, we need to get away from this one too. So, yay. I'm going to sail away from these guys. And maybe I'll draw a course line for them. I don't know how fast they're going, but just assume 8, I guess. Draw an 800 click line here, I guess. That'll do. So there's 2. Neat. Okay. We'll try to avoid these and avoid these in particular. I'm canceling our pursuit because this is just too difficult an area to hunt in. We're getting buzzed by planes basically every hour on the hour. So I have actually been attacked while the snorkel was up, which was a problem. But we're basically, our battery, yikes, our battery keeps hovering at this level or even lower than that, and it's just gotten a little bit too tricky to work in here. So I'm gonna get us out of here. I'm gonna head back to our normal hunting grounds. By this time too, since I've been crawling around at about 4 knots, trying to recharge and just trying to stay quiet too, it's probably the case that the convoy is well beyond where we are anyways, and we're not going to be able to keep up with them because we're going to be stuck going 4 knots for most of the time. Whenever we go on the surface, we have problems basically, and if we use the snorkel, we also have problems. So this is just a problematic area, and I don't want any problems. All right, I don't want any problems. I didn't come for a problem. All right, buddy. No problem. Okay, so we're gonna head back into this area here. Oh boy, and not use that level of time compression, and we might actually risk going to snorkel depth, sticking that thing out into the wind. Conditions are still awful, by the way. You can see it's actually recharging very slowly, and the reason for that is that it's getting washed over. Normally it would be a steady fuck. That was a steady fuck. I hate that shit. That's what happens when you have your snorkel up. You'll suddenly get damaged because a very clever plane will be like, "Oh, hey, there's a fucking thing in the water. Let me blow it up." Cocks and balls. This is insufferable. Let's get further under and we'll do repairs.